The term for rumination comes from the Latin ruminare, meaning to chew over, like how cows ruminate, chewing cud. In psychology, it's a metaphor for mentally chewing on the same thoughts again and again. The way that I define rumination is persistent thought patterns that drive fear through obsessive focus. They tend to involve conscious awareness of a process that would otherwise be autonomic. Examples of rumination are constantly checking in on symptoms, health anxieties, focus on breath or breathing, focus on chest symptoms, worst-case scenario fears, insomnia, TMJ disorder, etc. Personally, it took me a long time to understand the true mechanics of ruminations. I found them to be extremely devastating to my progress. While I was able to accept the physical symptoms of panic, I kept thinking that I was supposed to be resisting those negative thought processes. Initially, I tried a cognitive behavioral therapy approach by countering the negative thoughts with rational alternatives. But it wasn't until I decided to just fully accept and allow them the same way that I allow the panic sensations that I started to feel improvement. Just like the intrusive thoughts, the ruminations are similar to alert notifications that just need to be acknowledged, not resolved. The greater challenge of accepting ruminations lays in the duration of the obsessive process. Whereas with panic attacks, they only surge in short 20 to 30-minute bursts. A rumination, however, can last anywhere from 3 to 5 days. I remember thinking that if I could only stop obsessively checking in on my panic symptoms, that they would just resolve on their own. But of course, as the catch-22 of anxiety goes, the more I checked in, the stronger my symptoms became, so the more I hated checking in, and the stronger the compulsion to check in became, and so on. In my book, I speak more in depth on the topic of the phases of recovery and the importance of mastering the process of acceptance before applying it in the second phase to address the rumination issue. And I'll link the video for this process here. But ultimately, the method is the same. You simply just let it be, giving permission to the rumination to exist in the background of your mind while you continue to live your life. Allow it to be as intense or minimal as it chooses. I'll also link the video I did on how to cope with health anxiety, ruminations specifically. But for this, just understand that the rumination will pass within a couple days on its own, usually to obsess about another rumination. Give it time. Let go of expectations and just float with it. Eventually, as you desensitize your mind to these compulsions by accepting them without resistance or fear, then they will improve gradually over a few months. I understand that is not what you want to hear while you're currently entrenched in this suffering, but it's what worked for me. Remember to like and subscribe for future content. Let me know in the comments if you find any of this helpful or need further clarification on topics. Also, check out the link to my book in the subscription for my complete panic disorder recovery program.